Do you remember what happened 27 years ago? I think it's back. Something happens to you when you leave this town. The further away, the hazier it all gets. But for me, I never left.
Pennywise.
We don't have a choice anymore. It consumes us from the inside.
For 27 years, I dreamt of you. I craved you. I've missed you.
We made an oath. We didn't stop it.
You lied, and I died. You lied, and I died.
Hey guys, welcome back to MegaNerd Squad. Because It Chapter 2 is coming out this Friday, and we're going to do the review for it then. It'll be up Friday. Monday today, we have It 1990 for you.
This movie is 3 hours long, but the story is very, very good. So it's okay that it's a 3-hour movie. And the characters in this movie, coming from Bill, Mike, all 7 of them, they just play all these characters very, very well, and it's sort of a It Chapter 1 and 2 put together as one movie. The original in 1990 was, and you could see they just flashbacks and actually showed more.
Definitely the best thing about this movie, all of the It's, is the story. Obviously Stephen King's writing story was good enough to make it an actual feature film, and that's easily the best part. It's not really scary. I mean, watching Tim Curry as Pennywise, it doesn't scare me. It just doesn't scare me. I love it. I love him as Pennywise. He's like him and Bill Skarsgård. They're pretty like close, like on who I like as Pennywise. Skarsgård is more of the Pennywise I think they were going for. You know, like actually kind of scary. The acting in this, not the greatest. I mean, it's 1990, and you're dealing with like child actors and.
Well, you know what? It was great for like those sides.
Yeah, it was probably really good for the time, and understandable. It's a movie and they're young. Older actors, when they're 27 years later, like John Ritter and all them that came back, their acting was phenomenal. And Tim Curry's as well, as Pennywise. He was a different Pennywise. He's the original one that we know.
I'm gonna pinpoint some similarities, some differences with the new one. I know the new one is a lot better for me, obviously, because that one just worked way better for me. It was just like it didn't feel like the terror, the action a little bit too wasn't there in the original. It was more dialogue than anything. And if Pennywise did kill a kid or anything, you would really just saw him scare him and then cut to black. You didn't really see anything at all. It was just kind of like, oh, he died.
I actually liked it. I actually liked it a lot. Watching it as a kid, first time watching it as a kid, I was terrified of Pennywise. And I'm kidding. The first time I saw it as a kid, I was pretty much terrified. I was kind of like, holy crap.
Yeah. A lot of people were. That was like one of those movies that they're like, oh, that's a movie that scarred me, or like The Exorcist. But I didn't really watch. Clowns scare a lot of people. Clowns don't scare me, but I get it.
It's just that like Pennywise, he's like pale, and he has like that gigantic like forehead with red hair. It's just abnormally large. Why is it abnormally large?
What, his head?
Yes.
It's not that large in the original.
Have you not seen it?
We just watched it. It's Tim Curry with a bald cap. In the new one, the Skarsgård one, they made his cranium like huge. I don't really get why they did that. It looks neat.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
It's
I don't know.
pretty huge.
I didn't know if that was intricate to Stephen King's story. Maybe it was when they talked to him about it.
I believe Pennywise was supposed to represent kind of like a jester instead of like a clown.
The adults in this movie, all their little dialogue and their little scenes, they're like all focused on getting back towards Derry to go for it because they promised when they were kids. But it didn't really feel like they were going towards anything. The adults were scared the whole time throughout the second half of the movie, and they wouldn't do anything. They wouldn't go to fight Pennywise, and Pennywise just came towards them. And they really didn't do much to defeat Pennywise, and they defeated him.
It's interesting. You get to see it at the end. They finally see what this thing is, and it's like this reptilian-looking skeleton
It's kind of like
spider,
spider,
scorpion thing.
alien, I don't know.
Once they finally get to it, it's still like almost unclear to me what exactly this thing is. I guess it's just an entity of evil that took an actual physical form.
Yeah.
So it's interesting. Yeah, they were having a tough time killing it, and then after it got Eddie and killed him, spoiler, they just ran over there and just gutted it with their hands. Their bare hands. Just ripped out its heart, I think overall the story is good though. It's really good. So it's and the production value was there for 1990. Just the acting was probably the roughest part. And it was a little too long. I liked how different they changed from when they were kids to when they were grown up, and they did a really good job of capturing the fear that they still had 27 years later. I thought that was cool. Overall, I'd probably give this movie like a 7 out of 10. It's entertaining. It's one of those scary ones that scared a lot of people. I was late getting to watching it, and it didn't scare me. But it's still like a fun movie with a good story.
This movie is a little bit long for me, and there was too much dialogue for my liking, but the story was really good, so I was still entertained by it. And Pennywise is just cool as a character in general. I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 10 as well, because it was enjoyable. Story was there. It was just that there wasn't too much other stuff other than dialogue and flashbacks, which is okay if it's a good story. Yeah, like this is a good movie because it's a great story.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of dialogue.
Probably get 7.2 out of 10.
Hey, 777.
Like yeah, but like Patricia said, like there was a lot of dialogue. It was literally scene after scene, people talking. There wasn't that much like action, like Pennywise action, to where he's like chasing these people down.
As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, be sure to like, subscribe, comment. Let us know what you thought of It 1990. Did it scare the shit out of you? Wednesday, we got It 2017 coming at you. 27 years later from the original movie. And we will catch you guys next time. MegaNerd Squad, out!